Yo, what's up to my first ever video? Today in this video I will be showcasing two different builds with the Eagle Bear. Why am I showcasing these builds? Because I want to help you out. If you're trying to find a different build or a better build for PvP and PvE, then you're on the right video. I will be showcasing a heroic mission and I'll try to do some PvP. So, we will begin with the stats of the gear sets and the gear itself. We will begin with the Striker Mask. The core attribute, 15% weapon damage of course, and with the attributes you will be having critical hit damage on chance, just like my Coyote Mask over here. Yeah? So for the perfect obliterate equalizer, 15% weapon damage, 12% crit hit damage, and 6% crit hit chance. And for your extra gear, your extra gear set, your gear holster over here, it's your own choice what you want. If you want gear, no critical hit chance, then you do critical hit chance. If you want critical hit damage, then you go with critical hit damage. For the holster, you will be having 15% weapon damage and 6% crit hit chance. Why the chance on the holster? Because you will be having critical hit damage on this. I am running critical hit chance right now on my Memento backpack because my critical hit chance is pretty low. On your gloves, you will be running chance as well with 15% weapon damage.
Agent requesting backup.
On your knee pad, you will be running armor for the survivability and critical hit damage for the extra damage you will build up with Memento and your critical hit damage. So, for the Eagle Bear, you will be having 15% assault rifle damage, 21 health damage, and 10% damage to target out of cover. Why target out of cover? Because if you're running legendary missions or heroic missions, the enemies will be running from cover to cover, and damage to armor is pretty weak. And it will build up to your critical hit damage. For your secondary, it's your own choice, but my opinion, use a shotgun for the striker stacks. And for your secondary, the quick step for the extra movement speed. So now for my own stats, I have is 95,000 weapon damage, 38 PvP damage. The PvP damage isn't correct over here because you will be having striker stacks. So for my critical hit chance, I have 64, no, 46, I'm sorry, and 86, no, 68 on my critical hit damage. Don't worry about your headshot damage because you're not using a bighorn. If you will be using a bighorn, you will go for headshot damage. And for the other build, it is the same build with the Eagle Bear, but a little bit different. For this build, you will be using the Coyote Mask, 15% weapon damage, and everything max out. Then you will have your striker armor that will be critical hit damage and something of your own choice. And it's the same for every single piece except for the unit alloy. So you will need critical hit chance on this gloves. If you have damage, if it's a maxed out damage, you can use it, but try to get critical hit chance because your critical hit chance will be low with this build, but your damage will be extremely high, 31%, as you can see. And with the same things, use a shotgun and the quick step. So the skills doesn't matter. I run decoy with revive hive. Okay, so for now I'll be showcasing the Memento build, and we will do a heroic mission. And if you're struggling to get the no, this one. If you're struggling to get the Coyote Mask, this is the right mission I'm just traveling to. Because with the end boss, the Coyote boss, you have a 10% drop chance of the Coyote Mask. So I will showcase this build right now. You can see I have 0 striker stacks and my damage is pretty high already. There we go. And make sure you pick up your... what is it? Your memento stacks. If you don't pick up your memento stacks, you will not have a extra boost. We got a healer over here. Okay, the first area is complete. So every time you completed the area, make sure you pick up your stacks. Why pick up your stacks? It gives 5% weapon damage, 1% bonus armor, and a extra skill damage. So make sure to pick your memento stacks. There we go. There's the last enemy of this area. Thank you for peeking. So you see all these stacks. Make sure you pick them up. Because if you have a full memento stack, you have a 300-second bonus.
Hostile radio intercepted.
In the middle of the... I'll just wait for the conversation.
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess.
In the middle of the mission, I will change builds so you can see the difference in damage and see what you prefer more. For now, I'll just continue doing this mission and I will still use the memento build. You can see my long range isn't that good. Thank you. When I'm entering the garage, I will be switching builds. I'm doing this part a little bit different than usual, but that doesn't matter.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
All these stacks. See, I have a full stack of memento right now and the perfect obliterate. I will make sure to get some ammo. But I am switching builds now. So this is the other build with the coyote mask. You can see that I am doing a lot more damage with this coyote mask build, because if you're in a 25-meter radius, you get a little bit more critical hit damage and chance. And with the memento backpack, you just get your stacks higher and higher for the more damage, armor, and skill damage. So I'll just do this part really quick.
Check agent credentials. Authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent system analytic computer reactivated.
And make sure you pick...
Operational.
I'll just wait.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Almost.
Hello? Is this the division? for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. You want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off and deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep me alive, man. Just find that Nina and waste her.
Okay, what I wanted to say, make sure you pick up every single weapon you see for your expertise level. Your expertise level is key. It gives you extra armor and extra weapon damage. Every single expertise level is 1% armor and 1% weapon damage. So make sure you level your expertise. There we go. I'm almost on the end of the mission. Ooh. Some juicy drops. I hate the RC guy so much. Thank you. There will be more enemies behind me. There we go. I'm trying to do this mission as quick as possible because I want to explain a few more things after the mission about the build.
Agent vital signs 0.
He didn't have to die here.
No. Timing was wrong, but it doesn't matter. It makes this part quicker, but it's annoying. He's camping behind a wall. So.
That bastard can't have gone
Okay,
far yet.
there we go.
After her.
Okay, so now we're in the boss area, so that means you're in the end of the mission. But I won't kill the boss yet. I first have to clear the wave of ads, and when I cleared the first wave, then I can go for the boss. Because in the first wave, you always have a grenadier and a fixer.
Serious trauma detected.
Ooh, that was a close call. As you can see on heroic, the boss still dies pretty quick, but on different difficulties, she will die even quicker. So if you run this build on story or like normal difficulty, you will be done with this part in like a minute. Okay, the next wave of ads are coming. He's the last enemy.
Look,
There we go.
there is nothing you could have done for Espinosa.
We didn't get the coyote mask,
How you managed to
sadly,
wing with us.
but we
I
did
hope
get
she
something
suffered a bit
else.
Before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength.
Nothing what I
You
really
did good.
need.
I'll see you around.
Okay. So, I just finished the mission on Heroic. You saw it. Solo. With the same build as I showed in the beginning. So, just take one of these two builds and you will be running through the heroic missions just like me. For PvP, this is a pretty good build as well because the Eagle Bear has Eagle Strike and Tenacity. If it doesn't say it, but if you have Tenacity in PvP, you will get less damaged and you will deal 10% more damage to other Shade or Rogue agents. So, that's one thing I wanted to say. And the other thing is, make sure to run minigun, so the gunner specialization for the armor on kill. That is one thing you really need. If you're not running a gunner, you have a chance of dying in certain parts if you're running away. So I hope I explained more than enough. If there are questions, just put them in the comment section. And last thing I want to say is make sure you follow my Twitch. It's the same as my YouTube. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry that I couldn't showcase PvP. I will try to make another video or a short about the PvP. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're gonna use the build. And yeah, see you next time. Later.